Hi, Squishybee family. Today is March 30th, 2022, and this is Squishybee. Today I'm going to pick up in our Bible reading. Last week we did Matthew chapter 9, so today we're going to do Matthew chapter 10. So let's start with a quick prayer. Father in heaven, I thank you so much that we can all come together for this Bible reading. I pray that you please bless your word and bless the listeners, and I pray that you please help us to block out of our minds anything that is distracting and stressing us out, and just help us to focus on your word. And I pray that you help us to have wisdom and understand what it is that we're hearing today and what you want us to take from this. And I pray to you in Jesus' name, amen. Okay, verse 1. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Now the names of the 12 apostles are these: the first, Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew his brother, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas, and Matthew the publican, James the son of Alphaeus, and Lebbaeus, and whose surname was Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent forth, and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go, preach, saying, The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. Provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your purses, nor scrip for your journey, neither 2 coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat. And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. And when ye come into an house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents, and harmless as doves. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child. And the children shall rise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved. But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household? Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetops. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing? And one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father. But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear ye not, therefore, ye are of more value than many sparrows. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water, only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. And that's it. That's the end of chapter 10. So we've got another chapter under our belts, guys. Good job. So we're making it. Little by little, we're going to get through the book of Matthew. And then we'll go on to the rest of the New Testament. If the Lord be willing that we're still here by then, because I think that the rapture is coming very soon. We may not get through this Old Testament. But we'll get as much done as we can in the meantime. So I wanted to just give you the verse of the week. I don't normally pick one that has kind of a negative connotation, but I think that right now this one is kind of pertinent to what's happening all around us. So I picked this week verse 16, which says, Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. I picked this because we're really finding more and more people that are looking at us as the enemy because of a testimony of Jesus and because we love him. And there's also a lot of wolves in sheep clothing. So what do we have to do? We have to put on the full armor of God for starters. And we have to be wise as serpents and know the tactics of the devil so that we can defend against it properly. But note that it says harmless as doves at the end, meaning we don't stoop to their level, right? We're not gonna, 2 wrongs don't make a right. So we need to be that city on a hill and shine the light in the darkness. So we're not going to become dark in order to fight evil with evil. We've got to, we have to use the light within us to try to draw as many out of the darkness into the light as possible. But at the same time, defending against those wolves that are in the darkness just waiting to pounce. Okay, they're everywhere right now. And we can see it more and more all around us. Just Bible prophecy just jumping off the pages. It's mind-blowing. And how quickly everything is happening. So be encouraged, because as we're seeing so many things around us happen that are clearly the setup for tribulation, and we know that the first rapture happens before the tribulation starts, and that's the rapture of the church, which is us, that has to be that much sooner. So the urgency is that Jesus is not necessarily at the door, but he's already turned the handle and is about to open the door. So we need to be ready and watching at all times, because, I mean, every time you hear a car horn, you should be like, is that the trumpet? Because one of these days it is going to be very soon. And so be encouraged by that, because as much as everything is going on and we're sick of our health and our bodies and pain, and we're sick of all the evil that we're seeing day after day, just know that very soon we're going to be in our glorified bodies, and we're going to be in heaven, where day and night, night and day, we're going to be around the love of God at all times, and we're going to be away from all of that evil. And so hang in there. The finish line is very close, and we just need to finish that race, guys, and stick it out, because it's going to be worth it when we get there, and we can throw those crowns at the feet of Jesus and thank him for all of the things that he's gotten us through. So I just wanted to quickly point out that we're going to have another week with the prayer video is coming up. So if you'd like to check that out, that is not only just for prayer, but it's also a really good look at all of the Christian persecution that's going on right now, and which is, again, another really big sign of the last days, and that we're closing in on the rapture, because that was one of the things that the Lord warned us about, was that this Christian persecution would increase, and that people would be put in prison, and people would be killed. And what we just read here, where family members would be your enemies, it just talks about your enemies would be right in your own household, because everyone is divided, and family would be turning against family. And that's what we're seeing right now. So there's not much you can do about that, because you can see that Jesus came here for that purpose, to separate the wheats from the tares. And all you can do is just share the gospel, be a good Christian example, pray for them, love on them, and then you have to move on. You have to shake that dirt off your feet and move on. There may be a family member or two that don't get saved as much as you want them to be, and as much as you've tried. That's between them and God. They have to make their own decisions. But at the same time, there may be a stranger out there just waiting for you that will be saved, because they're waiting to hear the gospel at just the right time when they will receive it. And right now there's a lot more people willing to hear the truth, because they're seeing all this stuff going on, and it's changing people. They're starting to become a little bit more receptive. Some are starting to open their eyes to the warnings of the coming judgment. And those are the ones you have to reach. And you may not even know that you got someone saved until you get to heaven and they walk up to you and tell you that they got saved because of something you said or did, or a gospel tract that you left around and planted that seed. And you may just never see that person again in this life, and didn't see how that affected them until you get there and you meet them in heaven and can give them a big hug and, find out that you did make a difference. So it's really important that we get out there and do that now. So also, if you don't know the gospel, I always post the gospel in the description box below every video. You can see the gospel and the ABCs of salvation. And so please feel free to check that out. And I will be back again with another video real soon. Until then, guys, I love you. God bless you. Stay healthy. Stay safe. And until next time, I'll be seeing ya. Bye-bye.